priceless effort taken by Dr. Alok Sagar Gautam, Organizing Secretary, for taking the initiative to conduct this wonderful conference. Sir, please have your designated seat. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to AAC 2022. We are very fortunate to have the presence of Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Annapurna Nautiyal, our chief guest Honorable Jagbir Singh, and other reputed dignitaries, learned professors, research scholars, and media persons to mark your presence for this event. Thank you.
We are very grateful to over the 400 participants who have flown in from different parts of the country to be with us in Srinagar to engage in this 3 days of intense lectures and discussions. We are delighted to welcome you all to the land of the gods, Uttarakhand. A special shout out to our online audience joining us from around the world. We look forward to engaging with you and do send in your comments and thoughts in our social media platforms. A very warm welcome to our young fellows. This time, we are having 60 young students joining in from different states of the country. A very warm welcome to this cohort, and we look forward to your views on the various fields of research that you have been working upon. We have curated over 90 sessions along with the professors' addresses. We have also introduced the exhibition platform in the auditorium itself. We look forward intellectual, informative, and an interactive conference.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, lighting of lamp is considered significant before starting any auspicious event. May I request Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Annapurna Nautiyal and all the dignitaries seated on the dais to kindly light the auspicious lamp. Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge. Let us pray Goddess Saraswati to enrich this prestigious event by taking her blessing and making this event successful.
Kundendu tushar dhabla ya shubhrvastra vida ya veena vadant vandit kara ya shwet padmashana या ब्रह्माच्युत शंकरा प्रभृतिभिः देवै सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यां वहा शुक्लां ब्रह्म विचारितार परमा माज्ञां जगत्यापिनी वीणा पुस्तकधारिणी अभयदा विकारा हस्ते स्फाटिकमालिकां विहगति पद्मासने संस्थिताम् वन्दे मां परमेश्वरीं भगवती प्रदां शारदाम्
Thank you so much for this wonderful performance. May I now request Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Annapurna Nautiyal ma'am, to show our respect and pleasure towards our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Jagveer Singh, by presenting him a bouquet, and I request Professor C.C. Upadhyay sir to present shawl and a plant to our Chief Guest.
Now I would like to request Dr. Alok Sagar to present a shawl and plant to Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Annapurna Nautiyal as a token of respect and gratitude.
Moving forward, I would request Dr. D.C. Padhyay to present bouquet and shawl and a plant to Dr. Suresh Tiwari.
Now I request Dr. D.C. Padhyay to present a shawl to Dr. P.M. Sharma.
Professor T.C. Upadhyay to present bouquet shawl to Professor R.C. Dini.
Now, I would like to request Dr. Alok Sagar Gautam to present bouquet and shawl to Professor T.C. Upadhyay, sir.
Now I would like to request Dr. Alok Sagar Gautam.
Please come on stage and he will be given bouquet by our hardworking committee members that have set up this stage for you. Thank you, everyone.
Let's welcome on the podium Associated Professor Dr. Ashutosh Gupta, Department of Sanskrit, for introducing you all to our university through a beautiful poem.
सम्मानित मंच को प्रणाम करते हुए विश्वविद्यालय के लिए मैंने कुछ भावांजलि लिखी है, वही आपके लिए प्रस्तुत कर रहा हूँ। गढ़ गौरव हमारा गढ़वाल विश्वविद्यालय, गढ़ गौरव हमारा गढ़वाल विश्वविद्यालय। हेमवती नंदन बहुगुणा गढ़वाल विश्वविद्यालय, गढ़ गौरव हमारा गढ़वाल विश्वविद्यालय। वीरों की यह पुण्य धरा प्राणों से बढ़कर प्यारी, वेदों की उत्पत्ति भूमि यह सब जग से न्यारी। वीरों की यह पुण्य धरा प्राणों से बढ़कर प्यारी, वेदों की उत्पत्ति भूमि यह सब जग से न्यारी। सभ्यता संस्कृति की धरा स्थली देवों का आलय, गढ़ गौरव हमारा गढ़वाल विश्वविद्यालय, गढ़ गौरव हमारा गढ़वाल विश्वविद्यालय। प्रकृति का वरदान चतुर्दिक कण कण में है व्याप्त, उत्तर का प्रहरी उच्च हिमालय रक्षा का है न्यास। प्रकृति का वरदान चतुर्दिक कण कण में है व्याप्त, उत्तर का प्रहरी उच्च हिमालय, रक्षा का है न्यास। धरा पुण्य बद्री केदार की, गंगा यमुना लय। गढ़ गौरव हमारा, गढ़वाल विश्वविद्यालय। गढ़ गौरव हमारा, गढ़वाल विश्वविद्यालय। ज्ञान विज्ञान अध्यात्म का पावन है संवाद। पंच प्रयाग यहाँ की शोभा, श्री बद्री विशाल का राज। ज्ञान विज्ञान अध्यात्म का पावन है संवाद। पंच प्रयाग यहाँ की शोभा, श्री बद्री विशाल का राज। तपोभूमि श्री राम की, प्रभु कमलेश्वरालय। गढ़ गौरव हमारा, गढ़वाल विश्वविद्यालय। गढ़ गौरव हमारा, गढ़वाल विश्वविद्यालय। श्री की शोभा से घनीभूत नगरी में प्रतिष्ठित, पौड़ी टिहरी तक भुज प्रसरित करके है स्थित। श्री की शोभा से घनीभूत नगरी में प्रतिष्ठित, पौड़ी टिहरी तक भुज प्रसरित करके है स्थित। ऊंचे नभ में प्रज्ञा स्तंभ सा अपना ज्ञानालय। ऊंचे नभ में प्रज्ञा स्तंभ सा अपना ज्ञानालय। गढ़ गौरव हमारा, गढ़वाल विश्वविद्यालय। गढ़ गौरव हमारा, गढ़वाल विश्वविद्यालय। हेमवती नंदन बहुगुणा, गढ़वाल विश्वविद्यालय। गढ़ गौरव हमारा, गढ़वाल विश्वविद्यालय। गढ़ गौरव हमारा, गढ़वाल विश्वविद्यालय। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful performance.
Now, I would like to welcome Mr. Vimal Bahuguna, social reformer of Srinagar, for a spiritual remark of Uttarakhand. Please.
मंच में विराजमान परमादरणीय कुलपति गढ़वाल विश्वविद्यालय, मंचासीन सभी भक्तजन, अतिथिगण, मेरा अभिवादन और वंदन। इस भव्य कलाशाल में विराजमान सभी प्राचार्य वृंद, विश्वविद्यालय परिवार, प्रबुद्धजन, शोधार्थी, शिक्षार्थी और मीडिया के मेरे प्रबुद्धजन, मेरा अभिवादन और वंदन। उत्तराखंड की देवभूमि, जय सत सत तेरा अभिनंदन। दर्शन धर्म संस्कृति साधना श्रम, रंजित तेरा कण कण। गंगा यमुना तेरा चल, दिव्य हिमालय तेरा शीस। सब धर्मों की छाया तुझ पर, चार धाम देते आशीष। श्री बद्री केदारनाथ है कलियर हेम कुंड पावन। उत्तराखंड की देवभूमि, जय सत सत तेरा अभिनंदन। ये हाथ जोड़ो श्री गुरु को प्रणाम, दूजो माया हरि को प्रणाम। ये ज्वाल बंधु देवी पार्वती माता सरस्वती, तेरे मुखी ब्रह्मा पंचमुखी शिव, खोली को गणेश, खेद को खेद पाल, भागीरथी को जल। प्रभात को पर जा, उदंकारी का राजा, भानुपंखी गौर जा, ब्रह्मा को बेटा, गौरी को गणेश जा, नरनारायण जाग बूढ़ा केदार जाग 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 बाबा बद्रीनारायण जागे हे बाबा बैजनाथ बाबा विश्वनाथ खरसाली सोमेश्वर तप जमनोत्री सोन कुंज गंगोत्री सुरगंधा के मातरी जागे जागे धारी के कालिंका कालशिला काली मट कालिंका जागे ए पन्यारा की जौधर टांडा मवाधर चौदिशा घड़ियाल तत्सा राजेश्वरी मूल मुखे में जाग कर लासेन जाग जागे दूधधारी नाग मेरा जागे ए जखोर को जोड़ा हनोन मासु देव प्यार रघुनाथ ने द्वार को द्वारी को द्वारिका जुटिका डांडा पार्टी क्यार को घटना राजा की धर जागे जागे कमलेश्वर नागेश्वर कटकेश्वर किलकिलेश्वर कोटेश्वर तुंगेश्वर मदमहेश्वर जागेश्वर बागेश्वर सोमेश्वर गोलजू देता सब महादेव द्वादश ज्योतिर्लिंग मेरा जागे हाथी हाथेश्वरी खेत की आंचरी रैतल की सैली पीड़ की बड़ी जागे जाग माँ गौर जा राजराजेश्वरी भवानी भुवनेश्वरी ज्वालता कंस मर्दनी चंद्रवन्नी सुगंधा कुंजापुरी बगलामुखी शीतला माता अधिष्ठात्री देवी नंदा गरिया देवी पाताल भुवनेश्वरी सब सिद्ध पीठ शक्ति पीठ मेरा जागे भारतीय संस्कृति का मूल मंत्र सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु माँ कश्चित् दुःखभाग् मैं अपने उत्तराखंड के देवी देवताओं का आह्वान करके मैं सबके सुखी जीवन का
luck. According to the Vedic belief, invocation of Tati is the first to start any work. Mangal Geet, which enlightens our spiritual feeling, a melody which connects living soul with God, is sung in unison and group by women wearing traditional costumes. These songs of Uttarakhand are known as Mangal in Garhwal and Shakan Akhar in Kumar. Because of its majestic, splendid, and noble impact, it is sung at the very beginning of every fortunate and promising event. So let's begin this event with a harmonious Mangal Geet presented by Department of Physics. Vena hoya, kholi ka ganesha, vena hoya mori ka narena, vena hoya हो या खोली का गणेशा है, देना हो या मोरी का नारायणा है, देना हो या खोली का गणेशा है, देना हो या मोरी का नारायणा है, देना हो या भूमि का भूम्याला है, देना हो या पंचनाम देवा है, देना हो या भूमि का भूम्याला है, देना हो या पंचनाम देवा है, जो जस देई रेणु भेजई, जो जस देई रेणु भेजई, सुमा का देसा मेरा गण देसा है, हो मेरा गण देसा है, हो जो जस देई रेणु भेजई, जो जस देई रेणु भेजई, सुमा का देसा मेरा गण देशा है, मेरा गण देशा है, पावन मेरो उत्तराखंड, पावन मेरो उत्तराखंड, गढ़ भूमि मेरो गढ़ देश, पावन मेरो उत्तराखंड, पावन मेरो गढ़ देश, पावन मेरो उत्तराखंड, सौ बार मिलो जनमई भूमि माँ, सौ बार मिलो जनमई भूमि माँ, ये छे आखरी ख्वेश, पावन मेरो उत्तराखंड, पावन मेरो उत्तराखंड, गढ़ भूमि मेरो गढ़ देश, पावन मेरो उत्तराखंड, वीरो भाड़को देश, पावन गढ़को देश, वीरो भाड़को देश, पावन गढ़को देश, जय जय बद्री केदार गढ़ भूमि गढ़ नरेश, वीरो भाड़को देश, पावन गढ़को देश, वीरो भाड़को देश, पावन गढ़को देश।
Thanks to the Mangal team for such a wonderful performance.
Moving forward with the welcome address of Professor T.C. Upadhyay, Convener AAC 2022. Please, sir.
Myself, P.C. Padhyay. I welcome our most respected Dr. Jagdish Sahab sir, scientist to GST Government of India. His friends, and I welcome our most respected Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Annapurna Nautiyal Naidu, in the conference. And I welcome Professor R.C. Bhattacharya, Vice Chancellor of our university. And I welcome our respected Professor Suman Sharma sir, Director, Charas Campus in the conference. I welcome our respected Professor R.C. Ginti sir, Dean School of Sciences in the conference. I welcome respected Professor S.C. Bhatt sir, former academic physics and co-convener in the of the conference. I welcome Professor T.B. Simukhi sir, former academic physics in the conference. I welcome our respected Dr. Suresh Tiwari sir, scientist at Meteorological Institute, New Delhi, Government of India, who is also co-convener of this conference. And I welcome Dr. K. Patwar sir, senior scientist, RRF Indore. I welcome all respected deans of all schools, all HODs of all departments of the university, and I also welcome all directors of the other two campuses of the university. I welcome all respected faculty members of all departments of all three campuses of our university. I welcome all respected participants in the conference. I welcome all PhD and pre-PhD scholars of all subjects of the university. I welcome all PG and UG students of our university. I welcome respected PSW, Dr. Sir, Registrar, FO, Finance Officer, Engineer, City Registrar, and all assistant stars of the university. I welcome all student leaders of the university. I welcome all media persons in this conference. I welcome all other people who are supporting to organize the conference. I welcome all the staff of the auditorium in the conference. I welcome all other persons who have come to see the conference, and thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Now, we would like to welcome Dr. Alok Sagar Gautam for his introductory remarks about the conference.
Thank you. A very good morning to all of you. Myself, Dr. Aerosols Gautam, Department of Physics. I welcome you all on behalf of Department of Physics and my personal behalf. Respected Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Annapurna Nautiyal Ma'am, President and Patron of this conference. Our today's chief guest, Dr. Jagdish Singh Sir, Scientist D and Advisor Ministry of Earth and Government of India. Special guest or convener of this conference, Dr. Suresh Tiwari Sir, Scientist Staff, Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, Delhi branch. Director, Charas Campus, Professor C.M. Sharma Sir. Dean School of Sciences, Professor R.C. Dimri Sir. Convener of the conference, Professor T.C. Upadhyay Sir. Of the dais, Registrar of this university, Dr. A.K. Khanduri Sir. Dean School of different schools and departments. आप लोग अगर यहाँ पर उपस्थित हैं तो डेफिनेटली हम लोगों के लिए जो लर्नर्स हैं उनकी जो ब्लेसिंग आप लोगों के लिए आप हमें दे रहे हैं, और उसमें अगर मैं कुछ नाम छूट जाए तो मुझे माफ कीजिएगा। प्रोफेसर अतुल ध्यानी सर, डॉक्टर किरण वर्मा मैम, प्रोफेसर मेगेन सर, प्रोफेसर ओके बेलवाल सर, प्रोफेसर सेमवाल सर, प्रोफेसर एस सी नैनवाल सर, प्रोफेसर प्रकाश नौटियाल सर who is sitting in auditorium, Dr. S. Sati sir, Professor D.S. Negi sir, Professor M.S. Negi sir, Dr. S. Patyal sir, Dr. Ashok Kumar sir, Dr. Saha and Dr. Botola sir, Dr. Tushai ma'am, Professor R.S. Negi sir, Professor B.P. Nathani sir, Professor Veena Joshi ma'am who is joining from SRT campus, and Mr. Mahpal Singh Rawat, Secretary Alumni Association, other respected senior faculty members, research scholars and honorary invited speakers, participants from different institutes and universities, students of the University Print and Electronic Media, Avkash Prapt Karmchari Vikas Sangathan Srinagar, वहाँ से हमारे बीच कुछ गेस्ट आए हुए हैं, हम उनका स्वागत करते हैं. Most important in my life, my father, who is also sitting in this auditorium, and also my daughter Alaska Gautam. And this conference is coordination with different schools. School of Education, Dr. Anuja Rawat, Dr. Kiran Verma ma'am, Dr. Hiral Yadav sir, Dr. Mukul Pant sir, Dr. Devendra Singh, Department of Education. From School of Sciences, Dr. Vinit Kumar Maurya sir. From School of Arts, Communication, Languages and Social Sciences and Humanities, Dr. Astos Gupt sir. School of Agriculture, Allied Science, Professor R.S. Negi sir. And School of Science and Engineering Technology, Dr. Vijay Gangan sir, Head Department of Mechanical Engineering. I personally am on behalf of Department of Physics, HNVG Garhwal University, coordinating schools. You are hearty welcome to this second digital conference. The genesis of this conference goes to the back to around 18 onwards. Once I was directed to work on the new particle formation mechanism in the atmosphere over the Indian subcontinent from IITM Pune, Institute of Tropical Meteorology, Pune. It was the direction of my PhD supervisor, Dr. Devendra Singh and Dr. A.K. Kamra, senior research scientist, and our student, a special guest, Dr. Suresh Tiwari sir, who later on encouraged me to work on the aerosols. It was the time when the Dr. Suresh Tiwari sir had guided me to progress on the methodological aspects. It was only 2022 once our respected Honorable Vice Chancellor Madam had encouraged us by supporting and guiding for the events. This acted as the impetus, and we started our main objectives of this conference with the broader objectives of understanding the vulnerability and estimation thereon. We acted into pronged in a way by inviting abstracts from the field-based researchers and the ideas from the young minds to tackle their predicament of the climate change. With the dedicated efforts of our team members, we reached up to this level. I must acknowledge the rendered support by Dr. Suresh Tiwari sir, who has shown me the path to conduct the London speakers of this conference. I am feeling very happy to announce the names of the guests, invited speakers who will share the knowledge in next 3 days. Dr. Bina Kumar, Texas, Kingsville, USA, he will join through online mode. Dr. Sevinka Asyahal, Syria, Istanbul Technical University, Istanbul, Turkey, he will join through online mode. Dr. UC Domka, Dr. Asad Hamlial, USEC Dehradun, Dr. DS Bist, Dagisham Kunyal, Dr. Kaur Singh Watwal, Raja Ramanna Center for Advanced Technology, Professor Naveen Chand Gopal Shilpi, University of Mumbai, Santa Cruz, Dr. Pallavi Saxena, Hindu College, University of Delhi, Dr. Sanjeev Kumati, Uttarakhand University, Dehradun, Dr. Saurav Sonwami, Zakir Hussain, Delhi College, University of Delhi, Professor Shams Parvez, Pandit Ravi Shukla, University, Raipur, and Professor Ramesh Chandra, Kumayu University, Nainital, Professor S.P. Khatkar, Mahasi Dayanand University, Rohtak, Professor V.V. Takshak, MD University, Rohtak, Professor R. Sankar, the Institute of Mathematical Science, Chennai, Dr. Ankur Kanswal, Uttarakhand Pollution Control Board, Dehradun, Dr. Prachi Goyal and Dr. Sunil Gulia from CSIR Niri, Dr. Sachin Gule from IITM Pune, Professor Kamna Sachdeva, DSEU Delhi, Dr. Ablas Panikar, Institute of Tropical Meteorology, Pune, Dr. Matinda Shukla, Rajki Indian College, Mainpuri, Professor Manijit Rai, Barakpur, Rashtraguru Swainnath College, West Bengal, Dr. Uday Bhaskar Gunturu, King Fahd University of Petroleum and Minerals, Saudi Arabia, Dr. Praveen Bhatt, BMU, Astal Rohtak, Dr. Charu Chamaria Madam, IAS, deemed to be University, Dr. Inakoti, Vadia Institute of Himalayan Glaciology, Dr. Patil Batra, Sarda University, Dr. Sarvan Kumar, Purvanchal University, Jaunpur, Dr. Parvaz Sharma, Chirma Degree College, Bhel, Haridwar, Dr. S.P. Singh, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Government Degree College, Mainpuri, and other invited speakers from my department. So these are the invited speakers which will deliver the lectures in next 3 days. The keen interest and continuous guidance and support of Honorable Vice Chancellor Madam, Pro Vice Chancellor Professor R.C. Sir, Coordinator Research and Deployment Sir, Finance Officer of University Professor M.C. Notial Sir, Registrar of the University Dr. A.K. Khanduri sir, Professor T.C. Upadhyay sir, Professor S. Ibar sir has resulted to venture in for the financial support from different agencies. So we are getting the support of different funding agencies, Science and Engineering Research Board, New Delhi, Ministry of Earth and Government of India, Oil and Gas, Natural Gas Corporation ONGC, Rishikesh Karnapriyag Project RBNL Delhi, Uttarakhand Pollution Control Board Delhi, Dehradun, Board of Research and Nuclear Science BRNS Mumbai, Himalayan Garhwal University, Council of Science and Scientific and Industrial CSIR Delhi, TSI Instruments India Private Limited Bangalore, Indian Council of Social Science and Research ICSR Delhi, Envirotech Instruments Delhi, Pollution Equipment Control New Delhi, Uttarakhand State Council for Science and Technology UPAS, State Bank of India and Canara Bank of Srinagar. They are supporting financially to this conference. As this conference is organizing led by Department of Physics, Sustainability in collaboration with Department of Disability Yoga, Physical Education, Education in Technology, Arts, Communication, Languages, Social Science, Humanities, Life Sciences, Agriculture and Life Sciences subjects, which will strengthen the new education policy NEP 2022-20 aim to overhaul India's existing education regime and make it more learning centric during deliberation of the conference. We got 42 invited speakers, which we deliver in parallel sessions in different places. And from the School of Sciences, the session 1, that is Atmospheric Physics and Space Sciences, total 88 research papers will be projected in form of oral and poster presentations. In the session of school, Advancement and Basic and Applied Sciences, total 32 selected research papers will be presented in form of oral and poster presentations. From the School of Education, total 17 research papers will be presented in form of oral and poster presentation. Session 6, that is the School of Agriculture and Life Sciences, total selected 30 research papers will be presented in form of oral poster presentation. The School of Arts, Communication and Languages and Social Sciences and Humanities, the total 23 research papers will be presented in form of oral poster presentations during this conference. And the School of Engineering Technology, total 5 research papers will be presented in form of oral presentations. So we got very good overall responses from different parts of India and got good number of abstracts. So we are providing the abstract and seminar book with ISBN number only in e-book that will be only keeping in view the carbon emission issues. Most important output of the conference will be publication of the selected research paper in high quality good impact factor journals. कल हम परसों जब मैडम से इनवाइट करने गए थे मैडम के लिए, तो मैडम ने इसको बहुत अभी फोकस किया था कि आलोक you very careful about the revision and selected very high impact factor journals you have to publish during this conference. So we have tie-up few very good impact factor journals. Water, air and soil pollution, that is Springer journal, more than 3.5 impact factor. Aerosol Science and Engineering Springer journal. Scholastic Environmental Research and Risk Assessment, that is Springer journal. Indian Journal of Environmental Protection, Scopus and Web of Science Index journal. International Journal of Science and Technology, and that is Web of Science and Scopus Index journal, and Journal of Science and Technological Research. These journals which we will publish very few, very high quality research papers during this conference. This workshop is a platform for the people working in the field of climate change and its impact on the society to share the knowledge and to use to control its adverse effects. One of the research society, Aerosol Air Quality and Climate Research Society, Sirikot Garhwal, is also working under the leadership of Professor S.C. Watt sir, Professor R.C. Ramola sir, Dr. Tusari Kandari sir, and I am the secretary of the society. At this junction, I would request to all the experts, delegates, participants to provide their inputs on multidisciplinary research in academics and academic and research program, so that the issues may be flagged off into the decision-making processes and ultimately the young minds may be brought into the business. At last, I thank to all the faculty members who guided and supported us, the faculty members, scholars who are backbone of this event since its inception. My hearty thanks to all the students, नाम लेना, क्योंकि एक किसी का भी छूट गया तो कहेंगे सर आपने मेरा नाम नहीं लिया, लेकिन आप मानिए कि आपने एफर्ट्स लिए हैं तो दिख रहे हैं, तो प्लीज आप मुझे माफ कीजिएगा यहाँ पर। और मैं अपनी स्पीच खत्म करने से पहले मैडम ने बहुत सपोर्ट किया इस इवेंट को ऑर्गेनाइज करने के लिए। डॉक्टर ए खंडूरी सर, रजिस्ट्रार सर, जब भी मैंने, क्योंकि आजकल गवर्नमेंट से पैसा लेना बहुत डिफिकल्ट है और बहुत सारी फॉर्मेलिटीज करनी पड़ती है, और सर ने बहुत सपोर्ट किया। सर थैंक यू सो मच सर। सर आपने पूरी कॉन्फ्रेंस को जो है ऑर्गेनाइज करने में सर आपने कभी भी ये नहीं कहा कि आलोक वेट करिए, हमेशा जो फाइल जिस तरीके से मूव करता रहा, शायद यही एक आउटपुट था कि हम जो है कितनी फंडिंग एजेंसी से हम फंड जनरेट कर पाए। मेरी जितनी टीम है, मैं कुछ कुछ नाम ले रहा हूँ जिन्होंने 24/7 इस कॉन्फ्रेंस को ऑर्गेनाइज करने में अपना टाइम लगाया है। मिस्टर संजीव कुमार, मिस्टर करण, अभिषेक जोशी, अजय, तुषार कंडारी, डॉक्टर अमरदीप, तौफिक एंड निधि गहरोला, और एमएससी स्टूडेंट्स, ऑल दिस एमएससी स्टूडेंट्स जो आप लोग इन दिनों में हम लोग के साथ रहेंगे। और मैं नाम प्लीज मैं इसलिए नहीं ले रहा हूँ, लेकिन आप लोग मानिए कि आप लोगों ने बहुत काम किया है। Thanks to all the mighty speakers, guest students who made your valuable presence in this tough terrain. I request to all you enjoy and interactive in the conference, which attracted all the excellent speakers participants across the country. Please feel free to contact me and our team as and when required. We believe in paper saving, we therefore only limited printouts is available, and you are requested to note the desired information pertaining to you. Thank you to all.
Thank you very much, sir, for your remarkable words. Now I humbly request Professor C.M. Sharma for addressing the conference by their remarkable words.
Honorable Vice Chancellor Madam, Professor Jagdish Singh, Chief Guest of the seminar, Professor Suresh Tiwari, co-convener of the conference, Professor T.C. Upadhyay, Professor R.C. Binudi, Dr. Gautam, the registrar of the university, our faculty members from different departments, distinguished delegates from different parts of the country, dear participants, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, it's a very vast subject to speak over the climate change, why and how it is occurring. As a plant scientist, I have the privilege to work on the climate change of this region, particularly Himalayan forest. And I have some of the work on the plants, in particular, the effect of climate change on the plants. I'll touch that portion also. But actually, the climate change that is occurring due to global warming, everybody knows it. And the global warming that is occurring due to greenhouse gases. There are so many greenhouse gases, but the principal one is carbon dioxide. Let me make you aware that it is the carbon dioxide only who has the capacity to absorb the heat packets, quanta, photons. This is the only gas which has the capacity to actually withhold the
the quanta or the heat packets. So that's how we generally focus on the higher concentration of the carbon dioxide, which is prevalent in recent years in abundance in the atmosphere. Now, there are several facts. Everybody knows it, but let me once again quickly retrieve all them. That due to the higher concentration of the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, maybe due to fossil fuels, and there are several regions of concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. But due to this carbon dioxide, the warm Earth is actually becoming warm. The Earth is becoming warm, and the main effects are the melting of polar ice. You must have seen in the televisions 2 3 days back that the Arctic and Antarctic ice that is melting very rapidly. Polar bears and other animals, they are drowning. डूबने वाले हैं. Migrating birds are forced to change their time and place of migration. This is also a very important effect of the global warming. The melting of glaciers will lead to higher sea level. There are several countries in the world, including Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and there are several other countries also, who are on the verge of becoming submerged in the ocean. The long summers can disrupt animal habitation. New and widespread diseases, they will be occurring in future due to warming of the climate. Damaged crops will take place because of sudden climate change, and there will be prevalence of floods. Average precipitation that will increase around the world, like we have recently observed in our area also, in the entire country rather. Droughts, heat waves, extreme winters and storms, hurricanes, typhoons, they are likely to be more prevalent as well. There will be frequent and subsequent wildfires. You will experience the increase in the earth temperature, like we have observed in last 100 years. 0.6 degrees centigrade has already, the earth has warmed by 0.6 degrees already. Now what will happen, I will touch 2 3 points in the Nile. Go back. That 2/3 of European butterfly species studied have shifted their ranges northwards by 150 miles. 150 miles. Because the habitat in which they were occurring, that has occurred now 150 miles northward. The same is happening with the birds also. The European birds, British birds rather, they have shifted to about 18.9 kilometers northwards in the past about 20 to 25 years. At Boston, an arboretum, in an arboretum, there was 8 days earlier flowering in all the trees in arboretum. So this is happening. I have worked, as I said, that I have worked for few years in the Himalaya, and I have seen that the coniferous species, they are spreading everywhere. In the broad-leaf species, they are gradually being replaced by the coniferous species. This is the biggest environmental phenomena which is occurring gradually. We are not actually knowing it. We are not observing directly, but we have observed it in our research that Citrus Devdara, devdar, which is known as, is replacing the the broadleaf species in higher Himalaya, as well as the finest of rocks burgari, cheap pine, which you are seeing everywhere, is replacing the broadleaf species at lower altitudes. I have recorded rather that every species of temperate species, they are moving upward by 30 to 500 meters above. Now, there is a there are so many things, there are so many uh, examples which I can cite, but let me tell it to you that the shifting of species, because they don't have feet to move upward, therefore there is a global problem that these species, because they cannot move, therefore we should help them to migrate upwards, which is known as assisted migration. So assisted migration has become a very important phenomena which the scientists should understand. There is a old saying in Greek that the forests, they are followed by the civilization, in the civilization that is followed by the deserts. So let us not uh, dream to make this earth as desert. Let us work together to come over the global warming and the climate change. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your words. Now, may I humbly request Dr. R.C. Dimri to come ahead for addressing this conference.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Annapurna Nautiyal Madam, Chief Guest, Dr. Jagmeet Singh, Scientist and Advisor, Ministry of Earth Sciences, the convener of this conference, Professor P.C. Padhyay, and co-convener, Dr. Suresh Tiwari, IITM Delhi branch, my friend and colleague, Professor C.M. Sharma, Director of the Chauras campus, and organizing committee of this conference, and all other dignitaries sitting of the dais, my friends, colleagues, and dear research scholars. So it is really immense, it is a matter of very immense pleasure to me that the Department of Physics, School of Science of this university is organizing an international conference on aerosols, air quality and climate change over the Himalayan region of Uttarakhand, which is very bundling topic today, time among the academic and the scientific fraternity all over the world. However, I don't have much idea on this field because my subject is mathematics. But I think everyone, every scientist, every researcher is well known and about the climate change, especially in the region of Himalaya. We have so many phenomena here, and we talk about them, these phenomena, like cloud burst, and still we could not find how, and same is the earthquake and like other phenomena. But as a scientist or as a student of science, I feel that all the in all the communities, we should have, whenever we talk about the science on any topic, whether it is biology, whether it is physics or mathematics, we should have some, it is need to inculcate the scientific temperament among the scientific community, the young researchers, because science has, in my opinion, two parts. We read science, we study science in two ways. Or we can say we can understand science in two ways. First is the process. First is the product, we can say, and then the process. So if we talk about the product, just like if we talk thermodynamics, algebra, arithmetic,
and even then we are using the cell phone, iPads, internet. So these all are the products of the science. But what is the behind these products? That is called the process. And the process is actually, we can characterize the process in its abstraction, in its generalization, in its critical thinking, and so many other factors. Its depth, its elegance, abstraction, and so on. So why I am talking this one? Because actually we study the science, but our system, or we can say our educational institutions, could not integrate how to integrate science into our lives. For example, in recent past, one phenomena you have seen, the partial solar eclipse that happened in India and many other parts of the other world, other countries. So we know that how the solar eclipse happens. The science is there, and I think a high school student, a past student, also explain it. But when we go to our home, then we can say your mother or father or your elder one say that there is some सूतक, भाई इसमें कुछ गड़बड़ है, आज जो है इक्लिप्स हो गया है, तो खाना मेरे ख्याल से उसमें भोजन उतने समय तक नहीं करना है, या पूजा पाठ हमें नहीं करना है. तो मेरा इंटीग्रेट से ये मतलब यहाँ पर है. तो दिस इज द नीड ऑफ आवर ऑल्सो, जो हमारी साइंटिफिक कम्युनिटी है यहाँ पर, यंग रिसर्चर्स हैं, वो इस चीज़ को भी समझें. साइंस की इन पर हम बहुत बहस करते हैं, डिस्कस करते हैं, तो कम से कम इस बात का भी हमें जो है ये होना चाहिए कि हम कैसे साइंस को अपने जीवन में उसे लागू करें. बहुत सारी और भी ऐसी घटनाएं हैं जिनका मैं यहाँ पर टाइम को देखते हुए बहुत ज़्यादा एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर सकता हूँ, लेकिन इसी संदर्भ में जो हमारा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है, एंड आर्टिकल 51A(h) of our constitution says that it shall be the duty of every citizen to develop the scientific temper, humanism, and the spirit of inquiry and reform. So this is the way of thinking critically and rationally. The ability of questions what is told to us are not to be satisfied with the answer just because of its uttered by or with authority. आप उस पर एकदम से ऐसे विश्वास नहीं कर सकते. You should have the capacity to raise the questions. This is the meaning of this one. So inculcating the scientific temper among the citizens is a part of democratization of society, social reform from the Socrates. You have held the name of Socrates, Buddha, Lokayata, and this is in ancient times, to the rationalist movement led by the Periyar, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, and others rationalist thinkers in the modern times have used this scientific temper to affect the social change. And definitely, मेरा यहाँ पर ये स्टूडेंट से, जो खासकर जो रिसर्चर्स हैं, यंग रिसर्चर्स से, उनसे यही मतलब कहना है कि जो भी आप साइंस में पढ़ते हैं, जैसे कि हम कहते हैं कि व्हाई स्काई इज ब्लू, शायद आप उसका आंसर बता सकते हैं आराम से. तो ठीक उसी तरह से उस साइंस को जो आप पढ़ रहे हैं उसको जीवन में अपना अवश्य लाएं. और साइंस एक ऐसा है कि जो हमें सुपरस्टिशन से अलग करता है, जिसका कि एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट एक फैक्टर होता है, उसको हम फॉल्सिफिकेटिव क्राइटेरियन कहते हैं. तो किसी भी चीज को अडॉप्ट करने से पहले उसको टेस्टेबल है कि नहीं है वो चीज या वो स्टेटमेंट, ये बहुत जरूरी है. दैट इज कॉल्ड द फॉल्सिफिकेटिव क्राइटेरिया. तो ये साइंस का एक बहुत ही बड़ा एसेंशियल है. साइंस की जितनी भी थ्योरीज हैं जो डेवलप हुई हैं, इसी कर्नल ऑफ साइंस जिसे हम कहते हैं, इसके आधार पर विकसित हुई है. तो फाइनली मैं यहाँ पर इस कॉन्फ्रेंस के सफलता के लिए अपनी शुभकामनाएं उनको प्रेषित करता हूँ. खासकर डॉक्टर आलोक सागर गौतम, जो मैं लगातार देखता हूँ, मुझे मेल करते रहते थे, और उनके एफर्ट से मैं समझता हूँ कि यहाँ पर जो उन्होंने हमारे स्पीकर्स, जो ऑनरेबल स्पीकर्स यहाँ पर बुलाए हैं, आप मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आप सभी लोग उनको सुनाएंगे और आप इससे काफी लाभान्वित होंगे। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir. Now I'm glad to invite Dr. Suresh Tiwari for addressing the conference. Please, sir.
Respected Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Nautiyal, Param Mitra, Dr. Jagdeep ji, Professor Sharma ji, Professor Upadhyay ji, Dr. Alok ji, along with other senior persons and researchers, आप सभी लोगों को मैं नमस्कार करता हूँ। I was very happy when Dr. Alok informed me that we are planning to organize the second Aerosol International Conference at Hemoti Nandan Bahuguna Garhwal Central University, Uttarakhand in this year. It was already cancelled one time due to COVID. I told him that I will both scientifically and personally. When he called, he sent emails and then I replied immediately. I would like to introduce the importance of the International Conference on Aerosol, Air Quality and Climate Change. Hello. Hello. Yes. Just about the aerosol. Aerosol is a suspension of fine solid particles, liquid droplets, and gases in the atmosphere. The size of the particles generally less than 1 micrometer diameter. It can be natural and anthropogenic in the atmosphere. It is source of natural, also the anthropogenic into the atmosphere. Till now, a lot of studies on aerosol have been carried out over mega cities in plain areas. However, few studies were carried out over the Himalaya region. Over the western part of region of the Himalaya, the earlier study indicated that a large reduction in snow albedo. First, I would like to tell you कि albedo क्या चीज होता है. Actually, यह फ्रैक्शन ऑफ लाइट होती है. यदि एल्बेडो जो है डिक्रीज करता है तो क्या होता है कि वह सोलर रेडिएशन को रिफ्लेक्ट नहीं कर पाता है. यदि एल्बेडो जो है बढ़ता है तो मैक्सिमम रिफ्लेक्शन होता है. जैसे आप लोगों ने सुना होगा, एटमॉस्फेयर के अंदर दो तरह के कार्बन पाए जाते हैं. एक होता है एलिमेंटल कार्बन, जिसको समझे ब्लैक कार्बन भी बोलते हैं. दूसरा होता है ऑर्गेनिक कार्बन. लेकिन यह एटमॉस्फेयर के अंतर्गत डिफरेंट तरीके का एक्ट करता है. जो ब्लैक कार्बन होता है यह सोलर एनर्जी को एब्जॉर्ब करता है और इससे ही स्नो और आइस मिलती होती है. दूसरा जो कार्बन होता है ऑर्गेनिक कार्बन, यह कार्बन जो है सोलर एनर्जी को स्कैटर कर देता है और कम यह हानिकारक होता है. लेकिन इस रीजन में यह हमारे जो ब्लैक कार्बन की जो कंसंट्रेशन है बहुत आजकल हाई कंसंट्रेशन, मोर देन 6 माइक्रो इक्विवेलेंट पर लीटर से अधिक जो है यह कंसंट्रेशन पाया जा रहा है वो हिमालय रीजन के अंतर्गत. The ACC conference is a platform to join the entire research community at one place in the Himalaya region, and we will share the knowledge on atmospheric aerosols during the conference. In addition to this, we will try to develop new collaborations with the different research institutions and universities that are located over the Himalaya region. There is no boundary for the polluted species Sometimes this travels thousands of the kilometers. The whole Indus, Ganga, and Brahmaputra valley are polluted and populated region, and it provides huge amount of polluted species into the atmosphere. That polluted species are transported from that region to up to Himalaya region and different and affecting the Himalaya ecosystem. In view of this, I would like, again, I suggest, I request to all of you kindly to make joint research program with the research institutions and universities that are located in the Himalaya region. I am in hope that your joint research work will be helpful in mitigating the pollution level and aerosol climate impact over the Himalaya region. I wish it a grand success. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Now we invite Dr. Mahipal Singh Rawat for addressing the conference.
It's a good afternoon. Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Alumni Nautial, Chief Guest Dr. Jagmeet Singh, President Association Professor S. C. Gagri, Organizers Professor T. C. Pardhe, Head of Department Projects, its Secretary Dr. Alok Sagar Gautam, University faculty, staff, emeritus professors, scholars, publishing of the conference, and special thanks to our social media partner, Bharuta Ravi. It's a matter of great pleasure for me to be invited by our alma mater on behalf of the Alumni Association on the such international conference on air quality and climate change on over Himalayas. There cannot be any better recognition than this. Thank you, the organizer, Dr. Alok Sagar Gautam, for inviting us in this panel of speakers. American President John K. Kennedy once said I think success of any college can be measured by the contribution of its alumni make to our national life, and we are really thankful of that. Our Himati Nandan Bhavana Garhwal University has transformed countless scholars into the bright professionals who are brilliantly performing in various walks of life, be it in administrative services, politics, economics, corporates, in armed forces, in theatre, anything else. And I would like to name some few of our prominent alumni. Dr. Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank, former Union Minister of Education. Second, Yogi Adityanath, and he is the CM of the Uttar Pradesh. Ravinder Singh Rawat and Sri Tirath Singh Rawat, former Chief Minister of Uttarakhand. Dr. Dhan Singh Rawat, Cabinet Minister in Uttarakhand government. Our colleague Vinod Kandari, MLA of Deopriyag, and Himani Sipuri, Tanya Purohit, and Raghav Dial, Indian actors, and many more names to be here. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all of you for being part of this conference on the climate change. It is a great opportunity to hear your thoughts on the various aspects of the subject, as the subject is relevant to the empathy of the climate change and towards environmental awareness. In this regards, I must add that a profound pollution crisis in country, and if you go to statistical data of Uttarakhand, then since 2007 to 2021, approx 2.8 million vehicles have been registered in the Uttarakhand, and out of which the 50% fleet is the smaller two-wheelers.
around 4 crore tourists arriving in Uttarakhand, and we have a 2.5 crore is our population. So, 1.25 crore population is using 2.8 means 28 lakh fleet. So that means if 5 crore tourists is arriving, so absolutely 40 lakh fleet, would be ferrying and arriving to the our this state. A typical passenger vehicle about 4.6 metric tons of carbon dioxide produced. It means 6 million of the fleet, approx 24 metric carbon dioxide will be they will produce, and definitely there will be the pollution. Since I am the background of the travel and tourism, and this transportation is my core subject, so I would respect to all scientists, and I would also seek the permission of the Honorable Vice Chancellor. I think this topic will be the most important on the climate change, and we should talk about the electric cars, because electric car is a new era, and if like we'll put an electric car from in this our state, so it will be the first revenue generation model. Second, it will be the definitely the pollution free, and third, since we are from the Devbhumi and electricity, we are the top producer of the electricity, so electricity will be free, and then if we have an electric car, so then transportation cost will be very lesser, and our travel and tourism, the over cost will be lesser. And I'm sure that the people who are in this field, definitely they would be having a excellent and good revenue, and they will be able to provide the best ROI. And when we will have a best ROI, I'm sure that we will have a more investors, we will have a more people who can come up into this segment. And since our 60% revenue comes from the travel and tourism, so I think this is the one of the best. And when the topic is climate change, so I would request to all the scientists, I think we need to look into this. So this was basically my side topic. Apart of that, last but not least, a great initiative towards reducing the ecological damage and boosting to the health in this matter. So I would have just tell you about myself. I did my BSc from this Birla campus in 1999, and after that I did Master in Tourism Management, and in 2001, and I started my career with the Oberoi Group of Hotels. I joined as a managing trainee in Delhi, and I spent 5 years with the Oberoi Group of Hotels, and now I am working with the JTF Group as a business head. And very I proud of this my alma mater, when like 20 years back I was in this year the same queue, and today I got such opportunity to speak about me and speak about my alma mater, speak about our association, speak about our views. So thank you so very much once again, Dr. Alok Sagar Gautam, who did a wonderful job in this regard. And yes, I would also request to all our distinguished guests that we have a beautiful campuses, Birla campus and the Chauras campus. So please look into it, and thank you so very much.
Thank you, sir. We are very delighted to hear you. Now, to introduce you all to the aura of our honorable chief guest, Dr. Jagveer Singh, I would like to invite Dr. Tushar Kandari, Assistant Professor, Government PG College, Gopeshwar.
Good afternoon to all of you. On behalf of the organizing team, I welcome all the delegates coming from different places for attending second international conference on aerosol air quality and climate change for the Himalayan region of Uttarakhand at HNB Garhwal University, Srinagar, Garhwal. I'm delighted to speak CV of our chief guest, Dr. Jagveer Singh, who is scientist G, advisor to the Ministry of Earth Science, Government of India, New Delhi. Sir has completed his MSc from Meerut University and PhD from JNU, New Delhi. After that, Sir has joined National Center for Medium Range Weather Forecasting, NCMR WF, Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, New Delhi, as a scientist, senior scientist officer in 1989. He has been associated in development of numerical weather prediction NWF based application-oriented customization of weather forecast for different sectors or users, mainly the Department of Agriculture, Adventure Wing of Indian Army, power sector, road and transport, etc. Sir has participated in Bay of Bengal monsoon experiment, BOBMEX, on board ORB Sagar Kavya in the year 1991, and Arabian Sea monsoon experiment ARMEX as a member group of scientists for OIPS during the year 2002. Sir has life membership of Indian Meteorological Society, Association of Agro-Meteorologists, Fellow of Indian Geophysical Union, and Indian Seismological Society. Presently, Sir is spokesperson of NCMRWF. He has guided several PhD students and published more than 400 research papers and articles at various national and international forums. Sir has delivered more than 300 talks on science popularization and burning issues like Himalayan environment, etc. It's a matter of pride that Sir led separate state movement from 1994 to 2000 as a youth leader, and in that time period, Sir has been jailed 3 times. So I welcome such a great scientist and environmentalist. I welcome you, sir.
Namaskar and good afternoon. Respected Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Nautiyal, Dr. Tiwari, Dr. Sharma, Dr. Upadhyay, Dr. Dimri, esteemed experts, including Dr. Alok Sagar, and of the dais I am able to see esteemed scientists and experts here, registrars of the university, and very important, our students. A very good afternoon. This university and this wonderful place, I have got opportunity to visit first time by virtue of this conference, and I really thank the university, our Honorable Vice Chancellor and convener of this conference, Dr. Alok Sagar and his team. In continuation to the facts mentioned by esteemed friends before me, by plant scientist Dr. Sharma, he has already mentioned about drought, heat waves, and all shifting from the usual one of living species due to global warming. Same time, Professor Dimri sir from Mathematics Department and Dean of Science. Sir, you have wonderfully said this that integration of science to life, to society. That is really very much required. Otherwise, whether it is science or any social reform, they which can become 1 plus 1 11 together, they will remain either 1 only or sometimes 1 plus 1 0, like in atmospheric science it happens. You would have seen many a times that clouds are there, every condition is there, but there is no rain. Or sometimes it will happen that in the same city, at some part of places, there would be raining and some would be devoid of rain. So it is kind of, that 1 plus 1 can be 0, 2, which we practically see. And that is what happens in the practical life and in society what we see. Science development is there, definitely. They are moving ahead. There are a lot of developments in lab, but from lab to land when it comes, this concept comes in. You have beautifully said, sir, that 1 plus 1 can be really 0, and 1 plus 1 same time can be 11 too. That is the mathematics of practice. Dr. Suresh Tiwari, who has been one of the renowned scientists in aerosols and equality, that he has all mentioned the challenges which are coming and society is going to face. And definitely, but one thing is there, which we are able to see from the list of presentations I was going through. There are approximately 100 numbers of presentations covering variety of the topics. So that is showing that holistic approach and joining the hands together from different disciplines as science or
the social science cannot work now in isolation. It is time, high time of integration approach. Network approach is required. Hand holding is required to have view of the real, the outcome of whether it is science or this policies. They have to come together. Same time, it was wonderfully listening Dr. Mahipal Singh, and I came to know the fact that more than 60% revenue is coming for the state is coming out of the religious pilgrimage and these. So really, I got acknowledged on many of the things in this prestigious place and this place of wisdom, this university, which is enriched with the natural beauty as well. Madam, I would like to mention here, if you allow me, just a small story, not the science. You see, we listened one story that four scholars went to university in ancient time, very ancient time. They got knowledge from their gurus, different departments. So when after completing their education, their guru said that now you can go and practice. जब वो वापस आ रहे थे जंगल में उनको एक शेर का एक कुछ स्ट्रक्चर दिखाई दिया जो पड़ा हुआ था. Then one of the scholars said, who was very brilliant, that you see, what I feel is that it is loin, and I can make it in a shape where what is it. दूसरे ने कहा कि आप ऐसा कर देंगे तो then I will make that kind of touch that it looks alive. Third scholar who was very brilliant and surgeon or like he said that you see, I will put life in that you do these three steps. Then fourth one from policy maker or that who had learned the that practicing the science. He or she said that you see. You can try, but be in limit. Then first, पहले वाले ने जो काम जिनके एक्सपर्टाइज थी उन्होंने किया, वो शेप में कुछ आ गया. दूसरे वाले ने किया कि उसमें कुछ लाइव टचअप आ गया. तीसरे वाले ने जब किया करना शुरू किया कि okay, you have done. Now I will put life in this. Then that policy maker said, you please hold on. You don't do this. Then they will know that they have done. I need to do it. That was a matter of that false prestige or show off, very much show off. Then the fourth one said, okay, if you are not listening me, just please give me 1 minute or 2 minutes. I want to be in safe side. So that scholar made himself or herself at the height. वो tree पर चढ़ गए. Then third one made use of his, that wisdom, without thinking, without giving a thought, and that loin was life, and loin was loin. He made whatever he could have. He hurted them, all three. So this is just one moral story from, that ancient time which we have. That definitely, when we are moving ahead, we have to be cautious. We have to be, thoughtful that what kind of repercussions are going to be there out of it, whether it is going to be really good for us. So it is in respect of my dear friends and esteemed experts here that while we are doing all the experiments or while we are making development definitely required, very much required, but same time, we have to be either change a bit in our practices alone, or we have to be that very, very vigilant enough. While we really wish that any state flourish, any state develop, all needs that. But I would like to mention here, still we are very much behind from the developed nation. Sometimes it comes that, developing nations are major cause of this global warming due to various of the reasons. But same time, our honorable government have mentioned the facts, scientific facts, and that from the statistics that in India that is the one of the high population. This is the same time, the government. I would just like to mention that our proactive, our government, our academia, our society there. After 2030, I realized that this is the challenging situation in Himalayan region, which is I would like to mention that now Himalaya is said to be third pole of the world. Within 6 months or so. So these are some of the work which are being done from scientific angles. But same time, that lot of challenges are, here it is still this is blessed place. If you keep the, that some difficulties aside, the place from where I am coming, that place is having nowadays. I came to know from my friend Alok and Diwan Singh from India Institute of Tropical Meteorology, a junior of our Dr. Tiwari. They have mentioned that Delhi is having 700 air quality index. That is going to be very, very poor. Above 300, it is going to be very poor, disastrous to the health. Of course, that is atmospheric conditions, stability conditions is there in boundary layer, but same time that parali, this burning of the this paddy vegetable is major cause of that. But same time, we have to evolve the process or scientific methods that our basically grain growers, किसान अन्नदाता हैं, उनके लिए अगर हम कोई साइंटिफिक सॉल्यूशन हम नहीं दे पाते हैं तो वो एक हमारे लिए एक बहुत चैलेंजिंग सिचुएशन है. So that definitely some are there, but development has been there in that direction, but lot more is required. So that is of course this area Devbhumi is that blessed with that this is aware of that kind of thing. But definitely here also a lot of challenges are there. Say for this forest fire takes place every summer. So we have to come up, that with scientific solutions. And there are, that now as lab to land is required now. So in line with that, I would like to just mention some of the apps which are developed by institutes and department of ministries of our sciences. Some of them are, you may like to sometime see those apps. They are made to see the, that rainfall of this area, that what kind of weather conditions they are going to be there in a couple of days, in 3-4 days. Same time, this for lightning issue. Lightning causes a lot of loss. in different part of country. So that one Damini app is developed. That is called Damini. Our beloved student can, they are very good in, that something decide. They must see this. Damini app, number one, number two, Meghdut app, and number three is that air quality index, which you are luckily in such a place that challenge is not there, but you for your academic you will have to see suffer that app you might see for that. So these are some of the developments which are taking place. But I was just whispering with our ma'am. Just the thing is that until unless we have all the institutions, including social institutions, all together, the fruits of science development would be incomplete and will not have that dimensions which they can attain. With many of the things can discuss here, that can, that definitely more than 100 of papers are going to present with the experts. I am sure that they are going to bring new findings and but definitely some new dimension also may be added to the existing knowledge. That is my wish, and I would like to conclude with my heartfelt wish. ओम तमसो माँ ज्योतिर्गमय, ओम मृत्युर्मा अमृतम गमय. Namaskar. Jai Hind. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. We are very pleased to hear you.
To introduce you all to the radiant personality of Honorable Professor Annapurna Natla, I would like to invite Dr. Anuja Rawat, Head of Department of Naturopathy and Yoga.
नमस्कार प्रणाम। उत्तराखंड की परम पावन धरा माँ अलकनंदा का तट बाबा शंभू की छत्र छाया में स्थित महान व्यक्तियों का पुरुषार्थ एवं समर्पण से स्थापित सरस्वती का मंदिर हेमवती नंदन बहुगुणा गढ़वाल विश्वविद्यालय का पवित्र प्रांगण माँ विदेश तथा देश का विभिन्न प्रांतों बटी पधारा विद्वानों एवं विद्यार्थियों को 3 दिवसीय बहुविषयक अंतर्राष्ट्रीय सम्मेलन में हार्दिक स्वागत व बारंबार अभिनंदन च। Respected all dignitaries present here, I, Dr. Anuja Rawat, Associate Professor and Head, Naturopathy and Yoga, HNP Garhwal University, feeling proud and privileged to recite the profile of a wonderful person. She is not only a good human being, but also a scholar, a guide, a mentor, a visionary, and in yogic point of view, Jnana Yogini and Karma Yogini. As per her academic profile, Dr. Mrs. Annapurna Nautiyal is Vice Chancellor of HNP Garhwal University, Srinagar, Garhwal, Uttarakhand, India. She is former Dean, School of Humanities and Social Sciences and former Head of the Department of Political Science, HNP Garhwal University, Srinagar, Garhwal, Uttarakhand. Her area of interest is international relations, but she also has a keen interest in the regional and national issues, particularly the problem of women empowerment in the hill areas. She is a widely traveled person and was a Fulbright visiting professor at Department of Public and International Affairs, George Mason University, Fairfax, Virginia in 2006. She is the chairperson of the University Women's Cell and convener of the Board of Studies and Research Degree Committee. She is also a member of the advisory committee of the Nehru Center of the Aligarh Muslim University. She has published several articles in reputed journals. Professor Nautiyal has authored and edited 5 books, which includes The Role of Henry Kissinger in World Politics 1987, India in the New World Order 1995, Uttarakhand in Turmoil 1996, 50 Years of Human Rights Expectations and Challenges 2002, and Challenges to India's Foreign Policy in New Era 2006. Apart from this, she is the first lady Vice Chancellor of this prestigious HNB Garhwal University, Uttarakhand. I welcome you, ma'am. Thank you.
सभी को मेरा नमस्कार. Let me first of all congratulate the team led by Professor P.C. Upadhyay and Dr. Alok Gautam and their Department of Physics, who are organizing this second international conference on aerosols, air quality and climate change over the Himalayan region of Uttarakhand. I am very happy that this conference is being organized in the HND Garhwal University. Earlier, this conference was scheduled to be held in October, but due to some circumstances, I actually asked Alok to kindly shift it to November first week. And he was little bit hesitant, but he shifted it, and now we can see that we have a galaxy of scholars among us. I would like to welcome all the dignitaries who are sitting on the dais, particularly the key speaker, Dr. Jagveer Singh, Professor Dr. Suresh Tiwari, who is the co-convener. I could read that he is the co-convener of this workshop, and also the Director Chauras Campus, Dean School of Sciences, and our alumni, Mr. Mahipal Singh Rawat, accompanied by Mr. Pawan Kothiyal. And I also extend a very warm welcome to all the uh, experts, invited speakers, participants, delegates who have arrived to attend this conference from far off places. My greetings to them, my best wishes to them, and I hope that this conference would be very fruitful for solving very important issues. I also extend a very warm welcome to all the faculty members of the HND Garhwal University, our registrar, and all the office bearers of HND Garhwal University, and the students who performed Saraswati Vandana and also Mangal Geet, and to Mr. Bhavuna about that interesting recitation. Actually, Mr. Bhavuna was also part of HND Garhwal University. Now he is a retired employee of HND Garhwal University. So my greetings and my best wishes to everyone for this important conference. Although already much has been talked about the issue of aerosol and air quality, and I fully agree with what Dr. Jagveer Singh said, that the air quality which we are experiencing in this part of Himalaya is not that bad as it is in Delhi. Because yesterday only there was an announcement by different schools that they are going to close their schools up to 8th standard because of the poor air quality. And the government has also issued an advisory to the employees that in view of the very bad quality of air, if they want to work from home, they are allowed. And otherwise, they'll have to use masks. So one problem gone. COVID is not gone, but we have considered that it's gone. But another problem is in front of us, and this problem is also very acute, which need to be addressed. We have been talking about this parali burning. I don't know for how many decades, but we have not found any solution of this. When there is a summer season, we also face
forest fire, and then the air quality becomes very, very bad. But we have not found any solution to these problems. So my request to all the scientists, we have eminent experts like Dr. Sati is also sitting with us, and Professor Nenwar is also sitting with us. They all work on the climate change issues. Also, we have many experts from the field of agriculture sciences. They talk about the various reducing crops and also the reducing glaciers and different kind of climate change. And I fully agree with this fact that although these are scientific issues, but they need to be addressed. Why? Because they are responsible for the quality of human life. Ultimately, why do we do science? We do science for the welfare of human society. Like during the COVID pandemic, we saw the lockdown for 3 months because we did not have any kind of vaccine to confront it. Then the vaccine was developed. It was for the welfare of human society. And now, at least for the time being, we are sitting without mask because we are boosted. So science is very important. And you talk about scientific temper, yes, it should be there, but with a social angle inherent in that. Because unless we have science with a social purpose, the purpose will be defeated and the science will be only in the books. It will not be part of application. So that's why I also keep on asking our faculty members that if you are publishing and if it is an innovative thing, please go for patent. And if you have patented it, please go for application. Because any patent is given for 20 years and it will be with you. But if you don't go for application, that patent will be a piece of paper only. Then how many pieces of papers will you keep with you? So please go and apply it. And I fully agree with the concept that we have to go lab to lab. But now it's the time that we have to again come back from lab to lab. Because there are experiences of people who are working in the field of agriculture or other fields who can give us great guidance that how to confront certain kind of problems. So now it should be both ways. It can never be one way. It has to go across the society. And of course, integration is very important, and I'm very happy to see that this conference is being organized in an integrated way. It's an interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary conference because not only physics, but different schools are participating in it. And this is the spirit of NEP 2020. NEP clearly speaks that we have to come out of our silos. We have to integrate. We have to integrate not only with other subjects, but we have to have courses on skill development. Unless we are skilled, we cannot handle the problem. We have to we have to resolve the issues. We have to find out the solution of the issues by integrated approach. For that, collaboration is very important, about which Dr. Jagveer Singh also indicated that we need integration as well as networking. And he has also shared with me that he is particularly looking after the program of outreach and awareness. And they organize these programs in the form of seminars and workshops. And this can be organized, or these are for the benefit of the school going children. And I think the change will come from them only. Because if we teach our children good values, good practices, they will be replicated by the society. So now it's the time to involve the children, involve the youth in all kind of activities so that they can become responsible citizens. And about collaboration, I would also like to say that COP27 is being organized in the next, maybe the first week of November only in Sharm el Sheikh, is it? And earlier, the new Prime Minister of Britain, Rishi Sunak, he had refused to participate in that, but now he is participating because of public pressure. Why? Because every country wants to be environmentally safe, and particularly we are living in a Indian Himalayan region which is very unsafe from various factors, and we have experts sitting with us. They know that why it is safe. And to study the problems following the approach of collaboration, networking, we also constituted one Indian Central Himalayan Universities Consortium, that is IHCUC. And it's an organization of 11 central universities and other institutions, maybe 40, 11 states and 14 institutions. All universities of Western Himalaya, Northeastern Himalaya, and some institutions are part of it. And recently we have done 5 thematic studies which were sponsored by Niti Aayog and funded by the University Grants Commission. And we have submitted those reports to Niti Aayog, and they have been appreciated by the Niti Aayog very much because they are kind of policy documents. And in one of the reports that deals with the problem of water harvesting and conservation, it was a quite alarming finding that generally one person needs 55 liter water in a day. But how much one person gets, particularly in the Indian Himalayan region, that is only 35 liters, which is very less. So we are already into it. We are already facing the water scarcity due to different reasons. So we need to go for water harvesting and conservation in a big way. All these need to be implemented in practice. So my appeal to everyone who is attending this conference is that please work on these issues and spread the message in society, because we have research scholars also with us, we have young faculty also with us, we have students with us who can be the flag bearer of this message, which need to be told to everyone. Everyone has to act responsibly, because it's not the responsibility of only government. Government cannot do it alone unless every citizen, every person supports the initiative. There are so many initiatives about which Professor Dimri also talked, the provisions of the Constitution. But how many people know it? How many people are aware of it? So there is a need for spreading this awareness across the society and also roping in each and every individual into these efforts. So with these words, I would once again like to wish all the best to the conference and to all the participants, delegates, experts, scholars, and all those who are participating in it. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity to me to share my views. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your remarkable words. Now, moving forward, all the dignitaries are requested to release the abstract book, which is with ISBN number.
May I now request Honorable Vice Chancellor Ma'am, Professor Annapurna Nautiyal, to show our respect and pleasure towards our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Jagveer Singh, by presenting him a memento.
Now we humbly request Professor T.C. Upadhyay to honor Vice Chancellor Professor Annapurna Nautiyal with a memento as a token of respect and appreciation.
Thank you, sir. Now I would request Dr. Alok Sagar, sir, to please give the momentum to Dr. C.M. Sharma.
Now I request Professor T.C. Upadhyay to present memento to Dr. C.M. Sharma. Dr. Suresh Tiwari, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now I may request Dr. Alok Sagar Gautam to present a memento to Professor R.C. Dimri.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Alok Sagar Gautam to present memento to Professor T.C. Upadhyay. सन अब हमारे बीच कुछ
स्पेशल गेस्ट हैं जिन्हें हम ऑनर करना चाहते हैं।
हम लोग एक शैक्षणिक संस्था है और इसमें जो भी श्रीनगर गढ़वाल में समाज के लिए, सोसाइटी के लिए काम करते हैं, हमने आमंत्रित किया था जो हमारे बीच उपस्थित है। हम एक छोटा सा एक जो वो लोग काम कर रहे हैं वो अपने को कनेक्ट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। इसमें श्रीमान विमल भोगड़ा सर जो कि उपस्थित है यहाँ पर, और श्रीमान फौजी सर और श्री रामेश्वर दयाल सर, ये लोग जो कि यहाँ पर हैं, उनको हम जो है हमारे चीफ गेस्ट और प्रोफेसर मैडम से रिक्वेस्ट करूँगा कि ये हमारे डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ फिजिक्स और एरोसोल एयर क्वालिटी एंड क्लाइमेट सोसाइटी की तरफ से उनको सम्मानित करें।
Thank you so much. Now, I request Dr. Alok Sagar Gautam to give a vote of thanks. Please.
दोनों साथ साथ रहता है, गलतियां हमेशा बहुत पड़ती है मेरी डांट, और लेकिन मैडम जिस तरीके से सपोर्ट करती हैं, और अगर हमें पता चल जाए यहाँ पर गलती है तो करेक्शन सब लोग करते हैं तुरंत। मैडम थैंक यू सो मच, आप हमेशा जो है हमको गाइडेंस, और अगर मैं कहूँ कि मेरी मदर फिगर की तरह हमेशा उनको देखते हैं, और हमेशा हर स्टेप पर वो साथ देते हैं। थैंक यू सो मच मैम, आपने जो है इस कॉन्फ्रेंस के लिए, ऑर्गेनाइज करने के लिए और समय देने के लिए, जो कि लगातार आप 2.5 घंटे से हमारे साथ। थैंक यू सो मच मैम। डॉक्टर जगवीर सर, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फॉर साइंस से मैंने सबसे रिक्वेस्ट किया था कि सर आप आइए, सर से पिछली कॉन्फ्रेंस 2018 में हुई थी, उस वक्त भी जो है सर ने आने का किया था, लेकिन सर किसी कारण से नहीं आ पाए थे। सर ने कहा कि ठीक है आलोक मैं आता हूँ, और सर आपने जो है अपने व्यस्त समय से हमें समय दिया है, उसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। डायरेक्टर चौरास कैंपस प्रोफेसर CM शर्मा सर, जब हम पहली बार सर से मिलने गए सर बहुत खुश हुई कि आलोक बहुत अच्छा है ये, और आप इसको ऑर्गेनाइज कीजिए, और जिस तरीके का सपोर्ट मिलता है डायरेक्टर, क्योंकि चौरास कैंपस में है ये ऑडिटोरियम और डिपार्टमेंट, यहाँ पर जिस तरीके सपोर्ट मिलता है उस तरीके से हम आपका सपोर्ट करेंगे। थैंक यू सो मच सर, आपने जो है हमें हर तरीके से गाइडेंस और सपोर्ट किया। डॉक्टर सुरेश तिवारी सर, इनके बारे में हमने बहुत पहले भी बोल चुके हैं, हमेशा एक साइंटिफिकली और मोरल सपोर्ट जिस तरीके से मिलता है, और अगर कहा जाए कि वो एक चलता फिरता इंस्टीट्यूशन है तो इसमें कोई गलत नहीं होगा। और सर धन्यवाद सर, आप हमारे साथ 3 दिन तक हैं, और आपका जो एक्सपर्टाइज है हमारे जो हमारे स्टूडेंट्स रिसर्चर्स है उनके लिए बहुत बेनिफिटेड होगा। प्रोफेसर RC डिमरी सर हमारे संकाय अध्यक्ष हैं, हमारे गार्जियन हैं। जिस तरीके से सर, अगर आपको फ्रीडम मिले काम करने की तभी आप काम कर पाएंगे, और शायद उसी का ये नतीजा है कि मैंने सबको बताते रहते हैं सर ये स्टेप्स हमारे चल रहे हैं, आप मुझे गाइड कीजिए। प्रोफेसर TC उपाध्याय सर, मैं दोनों लोगों का मैं धन्यवाद करता हूँ कि बिना आप लोगों के सपोर्ट के जो है ये संभव नहीं था कि हम लोग किसी भी स्टेप्स को आगे बढ़ा पाए। मैं बहुत भावुक के साथ और बड़े सम्मान के साथ डॉक्टर A.K. खंडूरी सर का मैं नाम लेना चाहूँगा, क्योंकि सर ने जिस तरीके से सपोर्ट किया एट द स्टार्ट ऑफ द यूनिवर्सिटी। सर ने जब भी, क्योंकि फाइनेंशियल सपोर्ट में मुझे जो है, क्योंकि एप्लीकेशन जब आप सबमिट करते हैं कम से कम 14-15 फॉर्मेलिटीज करनी पड़ती है, ये फॉर्म वो फॉर्म। सर ने सुबह 10 से 5 कहीं भी किसी भी टाइम पहुँच के, मैं मेरा स्टूडेंट स्कॉलर कोई भी पहुँच के सर ने सपोर्ट किया सर। थैंक यू सो मच सर, आपने बहुत अच्छे तरीके से जो है हमने हमारे लिए सपोर्ट किया। इसमें प्रोफेसर MC नौटियाल सर जो आज यहाँ पर उपस्थित नहीं है, उन्होंने मैसेज हमें भेजा है जो कि सोविनियर में भी है, और सर ने हमें जो पोस्टर्स है उनके स्टैंड्स और फाइनेंशियली जिस तरीके से जो भी फॉर्मेलिटीज है उसमें सपोर्ट किया, मैं उनका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूँ। प्रोफेसर DS नेगी सर, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ केमिस्ट्री हेड सर, अभी यहाँ पर थे। उन्होंने कहा कि आलोक कोई भी होता है, क्योंकि डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री आमने सामने है, तो जो भी फॉर्मेलिटीज होती, जो भी सपोर्ट था सर ने मुझे दिया, इसलिए मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूँ। डॉक्टर विजयकांत पुरोहित सर, उन्होंने बहुत मुझे सपोर्ट किया। इंजीनियर विजय नंदन बोगड़ा सर, डॉक्टर सर्वेश उलियाल सर ने आउटस्टैंडिंग मुझे जिस तरीके से सपोर्ट किया GMBN में बुकिंग के लिए, GMBN में रिलैक्सेशन के लिए, क्योंकि हम एक सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट का है और यहाँ पर किसी तरीके का ऑर्गेनाइज होता है तो GMBN रिलैक्सेशन करता। इंजीनियर नरेश खंडूरी सर, इंजीनियर राजेंद्र प्रसाद सर, भट्टी जो पूरे ऑडिटोरियम को देख रहे हैं, मैं पिछले 1 वीक से यहाँ पर हम रात के 12 बजे यहाँ से मूव करते हैं, तो एक हमारे साथ लगे रहना, बैठे रहना ठंड में, बहुत ज़्यादा जो है इन लोगों ने सपोर्ट किया। इंजीनियर MP डोवाल सर, और जितने भी मेरे स्टूडेंट्स, स्कॉलर्स, फैकल्टी मेंबर्स, डिपार्टमेंट के हैं, स्टाफ जो मेरे पीछे बैठे हुए हैं, मैं सभी का अगर नाम भूल गया हूँ तो मुझे माफ़ कीजिएगा। लेकिन आपने अगर आप यहाँ पर अगर उपस्थिति आपकी हो रही है तो आपका डायरेक्टली सपोर्ट हमें मिल रहा है। मैं सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूँ। धन्यवाद।
Thank you very much, sir. Now I request all dignitaries and all participants to stand up for national anthem.
विनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा ग्रामीण उत्कल गंगा इंद्र हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जल वितरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाए सब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Jai Hind.
Let us now make this day a truly memorable one. For that, may I request all the dignitaries for a group photo. A group photo will be outside the auditorium also. And after that, we will be having high tea. Excuse me. I would request all the participants to gather outside the auditorium for a group photograph.